In this video, we're going to take a look at how to save and import individual cabinet parts as a DXF, exporting as a DXF and importing as a DXF. Also going to cover how to add a sheet, and we'll take a look. So it could be the case that after you have cut, you've had some issues with part movement or some damage in the process of cutting, and you need to recut a single piece. We could extract that single piece from the nesting by right-clicking on the part that we want to recut, and we could save this part as a DXF, giving it a location to save it to, give it a name that you know what that name is going to be. Clicking save. It may be the case that we've got a couple parts and just go through and clicking save all the parts that you might need to recut. We currently have one of two sheets. We could go to Tools and then add a new sheet. We could now right click and import DXF. There's the left side. Right click, import DXF, and the toe kick. You could move the parts around just as you did in any of the other nesting, but for cutting we want to have this part down at the lower left corner. I'm going to select the part and come over to the Part Info tab and give it the starting X of 0.5 and a starting Y of 0.5, and select Move Part. That now allows me to right-click, move, and then selecting in the upper right quadrant of this part, it will place that directly on top of that part. If I wanted to place this part to the right, we would right-click, select Move. In the lower right quadrant of the part, click, and it gets placed diagonally. Move it and right click in the upper right. It gets placed to the right of that part. So that is one method of being able to recut or reorient or even just add parts. At this point, we have a total of 3 sheets, but as we see, there's probably still some room around. Once you've added those parts, you could always go to Tools, Renest. It will intermix all of those newly added parts into the current layout. So again, we're down to one of 2 sheets, and we've just filled up more. So that is one method of being able to edit or bring in duplicate copies or to be able to recut some parts. Another method is, again, just saving out. Let's go ahead and save another DXF. We'll save this one as a base side. And once it's saved, we'll just go to File, New. Then we could go to File, select Open, use the drop-down box here to select we want to open up DXF drawings, and we are then able to select all the files holding the Control or the Shift key down to select multiple files, selecting Open. The parts have been imported as parts, but they're not displayed in the drawing until we click Nest. So go to Tools, then Nest Parts. We'll then nest those DXF parts onto our material. You could toolpath these parts just as you would any other nested job.